So, who dressed you this morning, Daner?
Well, I did, thank you. Why, something wrong?
No, just wondering if you had any alternatives to that shirt.
Oh, give me a break, Carrie.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to talk about alternatives, specifically alternative fuel vehicles.
Hey, that was harsh, and it was at my expense.
I'm sorry, Daner, but in their quest to reduce the use of fossil fuels and harmful exhaust emissions, automakers will have a number of alternatives for us very soon. The first alternative fuel vehicle I want to talk about is already available. Flex fuel vehicles can run on gasoline or on E85 fuel. E85 is a mixture of 85% ethanol and 15% gasoline. The ethanol is made from corn. Isn't that pretty cool? The benefits are using less petroleum and reduced pollution. The drawbacks are that E85 gets lower fuel economy and that when gas prices are low, E85 can be more expensive than just straight gasoline.
Wow. You know, you should only use E85 if you have a flex fuel compatible engine. Flex fuel vehicles have special seals and gaskets that can stand up to the high alcohol content of E85. Using E85 in a regular engine can lead to gas leaks and fires. Not good.
Definitely not good. Diesel engines have been around for a long time though. Modern diesels are very refined and fuel efficient. Diesel fuel can be made from renewable sources like vegetable oil. Diesel fuel from algae and sunlight is reported to be pretty close to being commercially viable.
Wow. You know, there are also a number of natural gas vehicles on the road. Gasoline engines are adapted to run on compressed natural gas. It's less expensive than gasoline and burns very cleanly. You can even refill it with a special pump from your gas line at home.
Oh, that's great. Natural gas engines don't make as much power and don't get as good of mileage, but they cost less per mile to run. The big inconvenience is that the tank that holds the compressed natural gas takes up a lot of room, like your whole trunk, and there may not be places to refuel on a road trip.
Well, you need those. You know, plug-in electric vehicles are just around the corner. There are some specialty electric cars now, but major automakers will have more out in the near future. Battery technology is the limiting factor right now. Electric cars have a limited range and are really best for use close to home. As battery technology advances, electric cars will perform closer and closer to conventional power plants.
That brings us to hybrids. There are a bunch of hybrids on the road right now, with plenty more to come. Hybrid technology combines internal combustion engines with electric motors. A mild hybrid has a regular gas or diesel engine that's assisted by the electric motor. The electric motor can propel the vehicle by itself up to a certain speed under gentle acceleration. There are mild hybrids in full-size pickups and SUVs. They deliver city fuel economy similar to their highway ratings.
Well, I've driven one and they're not bad at all. A full hybrid will rely primarily on the electric motor for power. It'll have a small gas or diesel engine that generates electricity for the batteries. Both kinds of hybrids may have brakes that generate electricity when they're used. This is very helpful around town. On the highway, where you don't use brakes very much, the batteries become more depleted and the conventional motor has to do more work than around town.
A lot more work. And I read about a prototype shock absorber that can generate electricity from the up and down motion of the suspension. That has tremendous potential.
Yeah, bumpy roads won't be so bad anymore. Another breakthrough technology is hydrogen fuel cells. Fuel cell vehicles use hydrogen to generate electricity. Several global car makers have prototypes on the road. The appeal is that the only thing that comes out of the tailpipe is water vapor. It'll take some time to build a national infrastructure of hydrogen fueling stations before there's widespread use.
And a quick word about safety around hybrid and electric vehicles. Unlike the battery in your current family car, these carry enough voltage to kill you. Never mess around the hood or with the batteries or electric wiring. Your service technician is trained to safely disable the flow of electricity before performing maintenance or repairs on the vehicle. Hybrids are really not do-it-yourself vehicles unless you're specifically trained on hybrid systems.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Carrie. AutonetTV.com has a number of videos on how you can help the environment and save at the pump by increasing your fuel economy. We'll be right back.
Now, Daner, let's talk about your shoes. Seriously.